The Treasurer Jim Chalmers departs for Washington this afternoon as he warns the global economy is a dangerous place right now. Well, it's certainly, Andrew Clennell, having its impact on a number of fronts, including on energy prices, as we heard so dramatically from one energy executive this week.
Well, energy prices are a dangerous place for the Albanese government right now, Kieran. It seems quite apparent that the federal government is going to have to intervene, perhaps to put measures in place so that gas companies reduce their prices domestically, or perhaps even to subsidise the extension of life of coal-fired power generators. The Alinta chief executive belled the cat yesterday, Jeff Dimery, when he said next year prices will be going up at least 35% based on the wholesale price at the moment. From inquiries I've made this morning, that sounds 100% right. That's what government sources are expecting. So there was a hint from Madeleine King, the Resources Minister, with us on Sunday Agenda, and the Treasurer at his press conference today, that they might intervene when it comes to gas. Richard Marles was rather bravely this morning on Sky News with Peter Stefanovic, insisting that the government will keep its promise to reduce power bills by $275 through its renewable energy policies by 2025.
Are you still committed to that promise that people will see savings of $275?
Well, we continue to stand by the modelling in relation to this, and the reason we do is because what's really
that might not
clear
happen
now
though. It
is
might
that
not happen.
No, we stand by the modelling. The cheapest form of power is renewable energy, but you need to get it on the grid, and you need to have a smart grid which can accept it.
On the other side of the spectrum, before he jetted off to the US, the Treasurer, Jim Chalmers, actually said that when it came to inflation, and we know that's at an annual rate of 7% at the moment, it was electricity prices that he was worried about the most going forward. Previously, it's been petrol prices. Here's the Treasurer earlier.
I think, or our current expectation, the Treasury's current expectation, is that a bigger and bigger part of this inflation problem over time will be what happens with power prices. Shipping costs have been a concern, supply chains have been a concern, labour shortages are an ongoing concern that we're addressing in the budget. But electricity is the one that I think most about. I think it is going to be the most problematic aspect of it.
Well, I spoke about the Alinta chief executive's warnings yesterday. Jeff Dimery is on business now with Ross Greenwood in half an hour's time, and he spoke about that 35% price increase for consumer warning.
The 35% number I quoted at the conference yesterday is purely a formulaic exercise. If you take all of the available information off, for instance, the future price of electricity, the price of network charges and the like, and we feed that through, it's a visible process, then that's what answer falls out the back end of that. So that's not a number that I've made up. The cost of the transition is going to be, for a raft of reasons, more expensive than it otherwise would have been a few years ago. Telling people that they're going to get a reduction, really, we're not in a position to make those sort of promises anymore.